What's good, everybody? Nilak the Prophet here. It's been about 2 months since I made a video blog, and I feel the need to kind of brief up on everything that's going on because it's been such a long time since I made one. There's so much to talk about. So much even that I'm doing something new today. I have a list of things that I want to discuss on my desktop so I won't forget things and I know exactly what I'm going to talk about. So, let me start with bullet one. Progress on the enemy inside. Wrote a song yesterday. I go ahead and say it because I really don't care. I wrote The Grave Part 2 yesterday. Really good. I haven't written anything like that yet. It's a whole lot different than The Grave Part 1 in the sense that the way it addresses certain issues is kind of... Man, how's the best way to explain this? The writing style's changed. My writing style has changed, and that's something else I need to discuss. I'm gonna get to that later, but pulling them up, both of them, part 1 and part 2. I don't know. Part 1 was great, and like there's nothing really like positive or negative that like was, in between the two different ones. I mean, part 1 was great. People love the song. Surprisingly, it's got like 400, 500 views now. It's crazy. And I made it. I liked it. I didn't expect people to like it though. I liked it, but there are a lot of songs that I like that I've made that I haven't put out. I mean, like that I put out that didn't escalate as many views or whatever. So that's cool. 486 right now, currently. Part 2, man, I'm so pumped. I can't wait to do this thing. And I'm gonna probably record it. I haven't recorded it yet, but I'll probably record it next weekend. So probably this Friday or Saturday, maybe Sunday. I don't like recording on Sunday though, because Sunday is always hectic for me. It's church, and then I get home, I'm tired. I just want to relax, and then I got homework to do, stuff like that. So I don't like recording on Sundays. Since y'all been waiting so long and I haven't really told you guys about this, about The Grave Part 2 and everything, like I haven't really been to about what it's about, because to be honest, man, this is straight truth. I've gone through probably 4 or 5 different versions of the song, writing wise, and all 4 of those I did not like them. So I wrote one, I said cool. The next day, I don't like it. Trashed it. 2, wrote another one. I liked it a lot, but it wasn't what I wanted, so I trashed it. I might be a picky writer, so maybe that's why. But it was worth it, because in the end, you get the best. And so, at some point, sometimes I'll look at what I've written. I'll try to figure out, how to put all the ideas together. And then it becomes a song based on all the different types of songs I've written. That's kind of what I do with the video blogs. I might leave stuff out so I record it once or twice. This is the first draft, by the way. It's probably the one I'm going to use as well. Okay, so yeah. Since I haven't told you guys much about it, I'm going to go ahead and rap the 4th verse. Yeah. Alright. I hope I can do it right, though, because I just wrote it yesterday. So there's still some parts I'm like, oh, wait, that's how it goes. And I forgot how it flows. But if I'm doing it right, and it will help to know the beat, summer comes and the weather starts changing. Songs start coming and my heart's rearranging. Started making friends and the blessings seem bittersweet. Yet I can't help feeling blessed with every soul I meet. Change happens, yet it might have seemed gradual. Got out of the grave because the Lord worked miracles. Now I'm on the front line sharing my faith through the art that I love with such amazing grace. I'm forgiven for every single girl that I've watched. Every time I've raged out, every lust that I've touched. Every time I've given in, gratifying my sin. I don't never, ever, ever have to chase it again. I was dead in my transgressions, always in depression. Two-faced, always trying to make a good impression. Always trying to please the people I knew. Now these people see that I'm brand new. Calling legend renewed. That's the 4th verse. I love it, man. I love it. I can't wait to record this vlog. Oh, man. I can't wait to finish this. Oh, man. Yeah. But that's a little preview. I hope I didn't take too much time. I'm good. Alright, let's move on to the next thing, because I don't want to take too much time. Upcoming events and albums. Okay, I already discussed Enemy Inside. Y'all gonna want to know about the Outcast. What to know and see. I'm trying to speed it up because there's a lot of things I want to talk about. And last, I had the idea to divide it in two parts. I don't want to do that though. So, back to the point. Man, and I can take a bullet off because upcoming events and albums can go with the next bullet too. But as far as for me, like what I'm doing, the Enemy Inside is releasing December 12th, 2012. I did that on purpose, like The Storm. If you've been with me since The Storm, then you know I do things like that. Like The Storm came out November 11th last year, so it was 11/11/11. This one's going to come out 12/12/12, and this is the last time I'll be able to do that because there's no 13/13/13, you know? So it's kind of cool, and it's also symbolic because after this, I'm kind of moving ahead. Things are going to kind of change. My album style is going to kind of change a little bit, and so that's kind of cool that it's doing that. So yeah, that releases then. I might make a mixtape between the Enemy Inside and the Outkast. I'm not sure. I really hate saying the Outkast because I really don't want to talk about it because it's not. There isn't a single song. Well, there is one. There's one song written, but there's not a single song recorded right now. I've got like 4 or 5 beats already finished. They're legit, and I want to share them so bad, but I know I can't. So, yeah. Another event, not having to do with me really. It's not my production, but the 116 Click is coming to Little Rock, Arkansas, in 2 weeks, I believe. A week from this Wednesday. So a week from this Wednesday, they're coming. The 24th, they're coming to Little Rock, Garrett Springs Baptist Church. Oh, it's gonna be so cool. I've watched clips of the other ones, like when they went to Nashville, they went to Charlotte, I believe, North Carolina, Detroit. They went to Detroit. They've been all over the place, man. I'm just pumped. I can't wait to see them. And it's awesome because Trip Lee's about to step down, and we're gonna get to see him perform. I'm like, that's a blessing because I want to see this dude like live and stuff. So it's cool that I'm gonna catch him right before he, gets into ministry. So that's that going on then. Then the following weekend, that weekend, is gonna be this retreat we're having at my church. It's a youth retreat called Earthquake. I'm really excited about that. I'm probably gonna perform a couple songs there. Probably Relentless, definitely. I want to perform Relentless so bad, dude. That's like a performance song. Like it's like I made it to be a performance song. I just can't wait to do that. There's not any singing because I really get scared when I have a singing song to perform because I can't really sing very well. And then the nervousness you have on stage also fuels into it. So it's like not only are you trying to sing, but you're also nervous, so your voice is all shaky, and it really doesn't help at all. So yeah, I'm trying to, man, there's still quite a bit to talk about. Okay. But that's cool. That's that for that, and that's cool. One more thing to mention. I got a cord now for my keyboard. I can make beats with this thing, hook it up to my keyboard, to my computer. That's something I just thought I want to mention because I didn't want to leave it out. Also, I got this thing. His name is Stewie, and he is the sound mixer. I'm going to probably use him for the Outkast. And so, yeah. I fit those in there because I wanted to talk about it, but I didn't want to spend too much time on it. So, yeah, those are technological updates. Next on the list, trying to move is personal stuff. People will always want to know, man, what about you? How are you doing and stuff? And so here it is. Man, this year school. The last time I made a video blog was right before school started. So you've had about a 9-week span between the last one and this one. So school. It's great. I'm not just saying that. It really is. It's busy, but it's great because I'm taking like a buttload of classes this year. I got 2 maths, 2 histories. I was going to get AP Biology. I'm actually glad I didn't do that because that would be 2 AP classes as well as 2 math classes and 2 histories. One of those being AP. So it would have been like a seriously... I would not finish the Enemy Inside if that was the case probably. So, yeah, that's cool. School's great. Got a lot of advanced classes this year, so it's awesome. I got economics. I don't really have any electives this year, though. The only elective, the real elective that isn't like a class, is like Spanish, but that's not an elective. There aren't any electives like any sports or anything or any related arts that I'm taking right now, just a foreign language. Part of that's because in order to take AP History, I had to have civics and economics that year, and I'm doubling up in math, so I have Algebra 2 and geometry, which is pretty tough because I spend the most time in my day homework-wise on math, but it's cool because math comes easy for me. It's my favorite subject, and I'm making the best grades in math. There's people like, what? Are you serious? Man, I fail math. I'm like, dude, it's not that. I'm not trying to bash people, but I don't understand like what's hard about math, other than maybe some of the principles. But they give you the formulas on sheets. You have a calculator, and nowadays, see, it was bad for the old people, like back in the older people in the older generation, because they didn't have like the TI-84s we have today. So we might do like 30% of the work, but the calculator does most of it now. So I'm like, y'all aren't doing anything really. All you're doing is plugging stuff from the calculator. I don't see what's so hard about that. So math just comes easy to me, man. It didn't when I was in like 4th grade. I was like struggle math, man. I brought an F home once. Oof, Dad was not happy that day. But yeah, it just comes real easy for me now. So yeah, that's school for you. Socially, and this could go with change. The next bullet. Socially, man. School is kind of making more friends now, and this is really cool. Most of them aren't Christians. I love that because it's cool because they see me and they expect but when they meet me, they don't think I'm a Christian really, but when they hear my music, they're like, oh, okay, you're a Christian, you're a Christian rapper. Okay, you didn't seem like the kind of guy that'd be doing all that, I guess is the way they look at it. So it's kind of cool. One thing I do notice now, that I didn't notice last year, is people put you in kind of like a box, I guess, when they realize you're a Christian artist, a Christian rapper, Christian musician anyway. It's like they I guess the whole Christian deal, people aren't really cool with it these days. So they put you under that umbrella of people that don't really represent Christ or Christianity the way they should, or the church. So that I get put under that, and that's really helpful because it moves me into the outcast type of mentality, which is really going to help when I'm starting writing for that thing. I'm going to definitely mention that. That's what I'm noticing now. It's not a bad thing, but it's like people notice it now, and it's like they can't. I don't really have any friends that like we hang out and like chill with, because the people I know at school, they're cool with chilling, but they expect me to be one of those people that's like, well, no, I don't do that. I can't do that. No. Jesus said I can't do that, so I'm not going to do that. No. Don't ask me yet. Don't ever ask me to do that, man. I'm never going to be available for that. I'm like, no, not necessarily. Then there's some things I won't do, obviously, because of the belief I have, and not because God's going to come behind me and zap me with a lightning bolt, but because I believe that this is the most beneficial way to live. And this is the book that the religion I'm in, the God I serve, really wants me to stay this way, but not in a forceful way, but in a way of love, to protect me from things that could hinder my relationship with Him, as well as create some real struggle in my life, I guess is the best way to say it. So I'm moving on to 14 minutes soon, so I'm trying to cover everything. That's cool. So yeah, there's been a big change between this year and last year. Just socially, spiritually, in the church. It's awesome, really. But at the same time, there's some things I'm really like, I'm just like, God, I know I've come a long way, but there's still so much more to cover. And I'm just, it's really good though. I'm really excited about what's going on. So yeah, y'all heard the Grave Part 2, a little bit of that. Discussed everything that I could think of between the last one and this one. And I'm under 15 minutes, which is amazing. I doubt y'all are going to watch this entire video. Sorry if I took long. I tried to make these bullets to make me not go off subject as much. So help me out, stay on subject. But yeah, did my best. So, contact info. I will put all the contact info into the description, hopefully. So if y'all are concerned, like how to reach me through Twitter, Facebook, email, even though email's like ancient these days. Yeah. I think I'm gonna put my number down sometime soon. I don't know about that though, because I've been getting a lot of prank calls. So, and I got caught. When I didn't get caught, these guys sent me something that wasn't really for me, but I got sent to me somehow, and then I left my phone home that day, And so it's going to video.
What was that?
Nobody. It's a video blog.
Oh.
Yeah, make a video blog. I'm discussing the phone issue. Remember? Yeah.
You you ate all shot your cookies up?
Yeah, sorry. It was only one left, so I just figured 15 minutes. All right, cool. Yeah, so yeah, this is a phone issue, and these guys were sending something to each other, and they do that thing like where they'll put people on the list of people that it's gonna send to. But I'm like, why would you send it if you didn't want me to? I don't know. But like, I could. That's a whole other conversation. I'm not gonna get into that. But anyway, they sent me something. It was really stupid and it was very wrong, and so I got in trouble a little bit for that. But I mean, it wasn't me, so it was cool. I don't get in trouble much. So yeah, you got me contact info, Facebook.com/NilakTheProphet, Twitter.com/NilakTheProphet. Email is nilak.music@gmail.com. Everything will be down in the description though, so if you need to figure out, like, oh wait, I forgot, it's right there if you didn't hear the video or whatever. So yeah, 16 minutes, sorry it took so long. There was so much to talk about. It was 2 months worth of information. I tried to use these bullets to make it a little more organized. I'll probably do that more often because it really worked. I was surprised, it actually worked. So yeah, I hope I covered everything. If there's anything I didn't cover, y'all got the contact info. Just hit me up. Let me know. I'll be trying to keep these things coming more. But the busier life gets, the less I can make these things. And I'm gonna try to keep them as like once a month, like I used to. But I might occasionally miss a month, and if that's the case, I'll just do what I did today, which is just lay out everything I can in the time I have. Yeah. So yeah, be expecting the Grave Part 2 to come out soon, probably next weekend or the weekend after. Something like that. Yeah. So, signing off, trying to think of anything else I need to cover. Nothing else. Alright. Signing off. Peace. God bless.